Hello all, hope you is goo. Welcome back to Europe Universalis 4 with France. So, here we go. On the tick of the next month, I will be declaring war against Austria. And we'll be taking more of the Austria. Oh yeah, ignore the fact that I'm at 10 corruption. That was just part of the in-between episodes using my money shtick. I decided to just whack out corruption loans. So don't worry about it, it's all under control. Go, reduced overextension down, which means everything is caught up, meaning when I fight Austria-Hungary it won't stop the coring process because there's none to do. So let's knock the game speed down by 1. I'll declare war on Austria-Hungary, who by the way only have 64,000 units. Something to do with taking their land, reducing their force limit modifiers, probably doing something there. Mine's Palatinate, Netherlands, Constance. I'll make the thing for Graz. It doesn't really matter, does it? It's more of a thing. So now, I'm just going to spend, I don't know, 180 papal influence to just set me back. Man, it's nice having everything cost super nothing on the papal influence side. Just realised about Constance, if I'm honest. I didn't actually account for Constance before. Let's go to Trenchant. And you know what? I can reduce war exhaustion by spending some cost. This 100k can come towards... Oh, hold on a second then. Let's send that towards Constance. And this one here can go towards the Palatinate. Seeing as I don't have access through Cologne. Good thinking. Good thinking, Batman. Meanwhile, my lesser stacks, as it were, can continue to drill. I have reinforcements to conduct. And this needs to come deal with, say, Prague. Man, the Austrians are holding their own here. Kinda. I mean, they have got a defender dice roll bonus going on, but their lack of morale is kind of not helping them. However, they are actually kind of winning. You know what? If you win, I'll allow it. Yeah, you actually are winning. It's kind of impressive. Except not really, I've actually won that entirely. You just dealt some damage. Oh, the Millsy reinforcements, MVP, where M stands for mines on this one. All my cogs are coming in. No, my barks are coming in, sorry. And also I'm now trading in grain, putting my land force limit modifier plus 20%. Yeah, right, like I really need to go up to 1.2 million force limit right now. It's actually bonkers how much extra force limit I'm getting here, if I'm honest. Rain brings fertility. And I'm down to 160k to reinforce. Yep, I'm just going to keep slackening recruiting standards on again, to be honest. So this time I actually will gain VN. The Netherlands will want out soon. Yeah. Scotland are doing an amazing job. All they need to do is just blockade and they've just got me covered. Which is super handy. As some might say, handy dandy. Now, you're not on a hill with a defensive bonus. Do you want to fight me? This is the new question. Because when it's 1v1, I think you will not want to fight me. And also, let's see about centralising some more states. I've got a bit of gov reform progress I can do too. Marvellous. Don't worry, I will turn the stuff over here into full states soon enough. I kind of need to keep my admin power for actually the next set of coring here. Then let's move into Bihar and take on the Millsians. They will be soon enough. Mines, I mean. Yeah, Austria weren't reinforcing that battle, they were instead running away. And you know what? I can't blame them. Once I siege the Palatinate, they'll come out of this attack. This siege. But they don't provide much to the actual siege, so the siege will progress. So I need to get the troops from Zweibrücken round to Limburg again. That's okay. What are Austria trying to do here? They're going to go for a fort? They're trying to find a way to sneak over to my drilling units? I mean, they do have a clear path by just going through, say, Somogyi, Slavonia, Donny, Krayi, and then into Split. So they do have a way to do it. Let's send this army over here. Also, how are they sieging that so much faster than I'm sieging them? This is a level 6 fort. This is a level 7 fort, so there's not really a lot in it in that sense. You know what? It's okay. I've sieged down Constance already. Let's go deal with Limburg. Constance, meanwhile, can just give me money and get out. I'm being kind. Being merciful, not really asking for much. All I want is money and war reps. Because more money breeds more money. Speaking of economy, how's my hegemon status doing? 48.5% of the way there. Bringing down my minimum autonomy in territories by an extra amount, helping out with my very few offshore provinces. Because to be honest, I didn't really do much when it comes to offshore provinces. My trading companies aren't many in number. After all. I only have a couple and they're not worth very much. The Moluccas one is giving me a merchant though, so that's kind of nice. As is the Cape one. I believe. Yeah, South Africa company is giving me a merchant because I currently control 100%. Good to know. Let's grab... I don't know. Let's start heading towards Zwickau. This 100 units that are sieging down the planet will have to move towards mines. And mines can't work out whether or not they want to reinforce the Austrians. The fact that you couldn't work it out meant that that was never going to win anyway. Let's be real here. You kind of need to commit to it if you're going to do it. You know what, mines? I'm going to stop you from taking the Hague and then go back for Limburg. I think that makes more sense. From a logic point of view. So I'm under 150k men left to reinforce. It's looking kind of nice. Then back into Limburg we go. Taking on whatever remains in the province. But this army will need to take a month or so to just reinforce the morale, because if not they'll just go down to none morale. And then even with like a 5-1 they'll just lose. So let's let it just siege. There you go. Nice little tick of morale back. More treasure fleets, how wonderful. Also note, if any of my recent campaigns would have been max money stack, it would be this one. If I wasn't being such an eager beaver on spending the money here. Plus we've still got 160 years left of the game, pretty much. Like, there's plenty of time to, if I wanted to, make a max money stack here. I don't think I will do it, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe I'll just get tempted to just leave it and build up. So, I have Intal, thank you very much. Also, look at that, Ansbach are growing on my screen. That's pretty neat. Good for you. Good for you. When is this Ottoman truce then? 2 years from now. That's perfect timing. So I can roll straight from the war from Austria straight into the war with the Ottomans, who are currently allied with Dawasir, Transoxiana, Gazik, Wilk and Hormuz. Right. Same allies as before. Absolutely useless. Good stuff. Good stuff. And then once I finish this war with Austria, I'm just going to take what I want. And then I'll do Ottomans. Then I might truce break, I might not. Because I also need to consider that the Iberians need to be dealt with. This is kind of sticking out like a sore thumb to me now. Plus I want to deal with the GB situation, to be honest. So 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. The Netherlands will give me money. Good job, Scotland. Before I was going to integrate you, but no, I feel like you need to have your original land back. And then I might also give them the Northern England states, that they've got the stuff in the North Sea. They're probably just going to divert trade to me anyway. As are Meath. And because they're so loyal, they don't question it. Enable divert trade, look at that. None change in liberty desire. Relative army power of all vassals to France, 2.7%. Not often do you get to see that. Or rather, for it to be that low. Oh, they're trying to siege down my Swiss lands. Just noticed. Let's say, how about no? And get them out of here. I will take you on in the Alps. Let's go for an Alpine battle of legendary proportions. And then I ain't got many inns to siege mines from the west side. I'll have to do it with other unit stacks. This one can come down and around to help with Austria, I suppose. And that should be an Austrian wipe. Hopefully. I'm surprised it wasn't a 10 to 1. But yeah, a stack wipe's appropriate given the situation. Then this can come towards Breisgau. This can go towards Pilsen, I think. Random province to pick, but hey. So yeah, I'm going to take Vienne, and then let's clean up this Intal, Eshtal, Lians here. Get rid of the Tyrol state, with the exception of Trent, who, as mentioned before, much like Geneva, stick out like sore thumbs, but they will be dealt with. I will have clean, relatively clean looking borders for the end of this campaign. In as much as I can control it. Austria-Hungary get the Salzburg units. And yeah, I'll take a little bit of corruption there. I'm also still running the meritocratic recruitment reform. Do I actually want the meritocratic recruitment reform, or do I change that out? Really what I think would be funny is to swap the state and religion out and grab lands for the church. Courier powers cost minus 10%. Papal influence from cardinals plus 33%. And then basically just have a whole bunch more Pope points super quick. But nah, I don't need Pope points other than for the truce break stability, so I'm fine. It's also... Oh, Commonwealth, you POS. You took my courier controller. It's alright, I'll just take you. There may come a time where I end up being the only Catholic remaining. Just about. I mean, there'll still be Portugal and Spain out in their little outholdings, because I'm going to be taking Iberia mainland, but that's okay. Ooh, Aduran, go! Look at you. How nice. Also, Trent. Trent, what do you think you're going to be able to achieve, mate? You might be able to siege save Verona. You aren't going to be able to break an actual fort. Like, that's kind of a sad cry for help right there. Let's have a little look about how the Austrian peace deal will look. Something like this, maybe. I think that's a decent looking one. Gives me my connections, gives me this, adds it in. Yeah, I like that. Construction in Venice is now done. Let's statify more, or centralise this, because it's still one of my highest ones. And how is my gov cap looking? It's looking 2,270 out of 2,550. Ooh. Right. Another fort down. Also, with all my colonial nations, not a single one are landing units over to come help me. Oh. They're giving me money. I don't need their troops, I need the money. Even then, need the money is a questionable statement. At this point. Right, let's go to Weimar. I should have made Mainz an older alliance with Austria. I knew I was going to truce break. So in hindsight, if you know you're going to truce break people, make their allies an alliance with the main person who you're going to truce break on. So you just fight them, unless you specifically want the other people in the war. Oh! My sword man is high. I don't know why that was a trigger to think about rebels, but it was. Mind you, my rebels are few and far between now. The rebels have just sort of learned to go away. I think is the answer. Right, mine's down. I mean, at this point, me revoking mine's alliance with Austria won't matter, because the next war's versus the Ottomans. Are we moving eastward a little for a bit here? I'm down to 75% professionalism. Let's just keep the slackening going. Sweden are all with Denmark for the reconquest. Oh wow, no, Denmark are going for the aggression again. Unlucky Sweden. They went from super big to super wrecked. And this 99k can... What are these units over here going to do? Just do casual sieges and rebel stomping? Oh, I say rebel stomping. It's more just Austro-Hungarian units. I suppose you could consider them rebels at this point. Mines. You'll peace out for pennies? Again, I don't need to worry about the truce with the alliance annulling stuff. I don't think I'm going to be back in Austria for quite some years, because I want to deal with the Ottomans and Iberia is the new plan. So they would just re-ally each other in the space of time between hand. I'll also want to take this out at some point, but that's not for a further war. Let's retract more units towards the Ottomans. So, Austria-Hungary, it's just me and you again. I have a spare diplomat, right? Good. They'll piece me out again. Thank you very much. Let's make another claim on the Ottomans. Nope, I don't have the spy network. I think I'd need 40, so I can practically spy on them again. Right, let's just get everyone in. Doesn't really matter if there's overlap on the units. I just want everyone down there. This is the current consensus. And I don't want to bring Cold War II Electric Boogaloo down to fight the Ottomans because they'll get absolutely wrecked. And yeah, the Commonwealth no longer like me. You know what? That's on you. They want your provinces -2. And I'm a hegemon and all sorts of stuff. And I'm assuming that the desire of province will absolutely skyrocket up here. Yeah, between the increasing progressive expansion and the already deteriorated relations, I'm not surprised. Right, Ottoman truce. How perfectly timed. How perfectly timed. Declare war for, I don't really care, Athens? Yeah. It's fine by me. We'll drill with this army, and this one can actually come contribute when it's not at half morale. Then let's get this going. I'm just going to pull everyone in. I may end up receiving mill access from, say, Moldavia. We'll see. I've only got 80k units before I'm back to full. Marvellous stuff. I know I could do 2 wars at the same time, i.e. bring a couple hundred down to Portugal and Spain, but I kind of like the overkill wars here, to be honest. This isn't going for world conquest or anything, so I don't need to pressure myself with a million wars all in one go. Right, let's bring this over. I want to stop this Ottoman detachment. Did I ever dev Kosovo? Not really. Kosovo needs to be devved. That's something I'll probably do in between episodes on this one as well. I'm still super far ahead of tech. So I've got the grounds to do some deving, I think. Let's see here. Orowa will gain a little bit of base tax. I can agree with that. Alright, mission done. Thanks for the unnecessary prestige. Go down to, say, Kayseri? Kesriye? I don't actually know how to say that province at all, as usual, butchering names left, right and centre. And still nobody has access for me to get through. Not a problem. Oh no, I've lost my claims on Munster. Anyway, another claim on Austria, so I can declare war with them at will. Let's also centralise London instead of Tuscany this time. Mix it up a bit. Oh, and I can get another claim real quick before my spy network with Austria falls off. So who else was in this war again? Dawasir, Gazik-McCormus and Transoxiana. No real concerns. And seeing as this is for Athens, I'll start making my way there in a moment. Also, where's the rest of the Ottoman ships? Oh, they're in Corfu. Okay. That now makes sense. Still no accesses? Fine. You do you. What I am going to do... Let's just build like a whole bunch of galleons. Also upgrade all my ships there. And while all the trade fleets are docked in between episodes, I'll go through and I'll press the upgrade button on them all. Because they're all going to be docked because I make them all sit in port at war. Right, what happens if I pull away from... There you go. Then I force march you into Corfu. Can I get through to Corfu quick enough before the ships come out? Probably not. Yeah. I did think that was a tall order. Right, Gallipoli sieged. Go to Costendil. And then I think the time has come to end this episode. So next time we'll just continue with the Ottoman War, and hopefully have the time to just work through Iberia. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.